come link with your boy, come link. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's link. We can watch a flick if your boy come link. We can joyride and explore link. Baby, come link with your boy, come link. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's link. We can watch a flick if your boy come link. We can joyride and explore.
You're now tuned into Linked Up with Lux.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Lux, and today's episode is called People Are Going to Do Whatever They Want. And that is very true. That is very factual indeed. We as humans, we try to see the good in people. We try to see the good things and overlook their flaws because nobody is perfect, If you've ever been involved with somebody who has told you that you're not perfect, you're never going to find that perfect person, you just have to compromise and meet in the middle, then hey, I guess we got something in common. We have something in common for sure. But the thing about that is no matter how much you try to love a person, no matter how much you try to pour into a person, people are going to do whatever they want regardless. And I'm tired of putting myself in vulnerable situations with people trying to trust and, just believe that this person that I'm talking to is actually going to be that person I'm going to stay with for the rest of my life. Because at the end of the day, they always say, don't go into new situations with past trust issues, but when you have been betrayed in the past, you have to at least move with a certain level of discretion to protect yourself. That's crazy. That's like saying, oh, well, hey, here's a stove and I'm going to turn the stove on the highest setting, but I didn't know anything about the stove at first. So what happens? I got burned because I touched the stove. So that's like me going into a new house and then I see a stove. It's a different stove. It's a different color. It's a little more fancier than I'm used to, but I have to still go into that kitchen and at least think like, wait, hold on a second. I think I've been here before because last time I touched that stove at my old place and I got burned. So why would I go into this house and just literally do the same thing again? But sometimes people do that. Why do they do that? Because this stove, again, it's fancy, it's different. It makes you a little curious. You want to explore and experiment and see what's different about this specific appliance. So you might get burned a second time. But when it comes to a third time, right, you are in a new house. People are like, hey, this is a brand new house. No one has been in this house before. Oh, by the way, here's a stove, aka the person I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life and trust and not think that they might treat me like the last two stoves that I dealt with. But hey, am I a fool because I might at least have some sort of discretion? Like, wait. I know I've been here before. I know not all stoves will burn me, but should I give it a chance? So again, my main point by saying all of that is people be so quick to try to say, oh, well, you can't bring your old situations in new situations. But guess what? You're in the same situation that I'm in currently. We had different experiences. We might have had similar experiences, but you have to understand that everybody is different. So just because I might have got cheated on, okay, it might have broke me down to the core. You might have got cheated on, but the whole time you might have been cheating too. So you wouldn't understand the magnitude of why I move the way that I move or why I'm so protective of my time and my energy and the people that I invest and pour into. You see what I'm saying? So again, no matter what I've learned is people are going to do whatever they want. And I hate being in situations where, everything is all fine. In the beginning, you express, your past situations. Why are you like this? What have you done, in your past relationships? Why are you single? And you just be vulnerable. You let it all out. You tell them like, yeah, well, I went through this and and my ex did this. And I just feel like, if this didn't happen, we would have been here. And everybody in the beginning is always so understanding. And they swear they are so different, right? They'll never treat you like your past situation. And you always meet that person and they always make it seem like, oh, wow, wow, like I can't believe somebody fumbled you. I can't believe someone didn't cuff you. Why are you single? You're a great person. Whole time the person that's saying that is not a great person. So they see you as a great person, but they're plotting on you. They're not going to tell you that, but they're plotting on you because they see that you are different. And sometimes they think that you're stupid. So with that being said, there's nothing wrong with having your guard up with people. We don't know these people. We don't know how they react in certain situations until we do. And I hate constantly going through this repeated cycle over and over and over and over again with the next person and the next person. It's like a broken record. And I honestly am to the point where I'm just cool. Nobody likes when I say this. I tell people, you have to prove to me why I should want to pursue you on a serious level. Of course, I'm not just saying that off rip, but it gets to that point because over here, it's a strict program. If I wanted to go be with somebody, all I can do is just go pick a random woman off the street and say, hey, are you single? Are you interested? Let's date. And then boom, that's a random situation. But again, why should I settle and have to literally go through this whole cycle again, months of talking, maybe a year, doing the same thing? What's your favorite color? Where are you from? What do you like to eat? What are things that make you happy? Just to end up in the same predicament because people always say the right things in the beginning. They always say the right things, but my biggest thing that I've learned is sometimes saying less is best. And I always used to think like, hey, well, if you're involved with someone, you should be able to express all of your feelings, all of your emotions, all of your past situations. But sometimes you can taint a perfectly fine relationship by premeditatedly already kind of telling them about your past. Now, I'm not saying you should be mute. I'm not saying that you shouldn't express anything as far as what you've been through, but sometimes when we dump our past situations so early on, we kind of give that person ammo. We give that person something to kind of go off of, and most likely they're going to throw it in your face down the line if they end up being a horrible person. But with all that being said, people are going to do whatever they want. It doesn't matter if you're faithful. If they want to cheat, they're going to cheat. People are going to do whatever they want. It doesn't matter if you help them, give them money, pay a bill, pay their car note, whatever the case gonna be. They might be appreciative, but if they really don't like you, they're not going to give you that same energy back in return. People are going to do whatever they want. It doesn't matter how much you check up on them. Did you eat? Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need me to bring you food to work? If people don't really like you the same, they're not going to match that energy. People are going to do whatever they want. You can see that they're still talking to an ex and they're just going to sit there and deflect on it and make it seem like, well, it's not even that serious. It's not even that deep. Like, why are you even tripping about it? Because again, people are going to do whatever they want for whatever their reasoning is, why they still keep tabs from people in their past. That is their business. But if that makes you feel uncomfortable and they don't respect you enough to keep it pushing and cut it off, again, people are going to do whatever they want. It's not your job to try to sit there and pick their brain and overstimulate yourself by trying to really grasp a whole true understanding of why they're like this. Okay, here you are. So, they're still talking to their ex, but maybe there's a reason. Maybe their ex helped them in the past, or maybe they're still talking to their ex and they're romantically involved. Your mind's gonna go crazy. Like if it makes you feel uncomfortable, please cut it off and keep it pushing. You will feel so much better walking away from something early on than to waste your time by trying to continuously give people the benefit of the doubt and try to understand why are they doing this? Why? I expressed I don't like this. Why are they doing this? Why do they still talk to this person? Why do they not pour the same love back into me that I give to them. Like, people are not stupid. You have to know where you fit in. Some people look at you as a come up and they will love bomb you and tell you everything. Do you know how many people I've spoke to, women, and they've expressed to me they've never had like a true Valentine, like whatever. They never got a gift. Birthdays came up. They never got anything. Like, that's crazy. How are you romantically involved with someone and you're not even doing the basic bare minimum things? My thing is, everything is not all about material stuff. I get that. And women who try to make it seem as if it's okay by like, no, I don't want you to spend your money on me. I know you got a lot going on. Forget that. This is your man. He should be spoiling you. Okay, and if he's not spoiling you like on some like, oh, here's a Gucci bag, oh, here's that. I'm not saying that type of spoil, but the bare minimum, like he couldn't get you your favorite flower, your favorite chocolate, your favorite snack. Bare minimum. Think about what people spend their money on the regular. And you're telling me this person you're involved with, you're laying down with, you're risking your sexual health with because you're trusting them, can't even do the bare minimum? He knows you like this perfume and he couldn't even gather $100 to buy that? Or he knows you like these scents from Bath and Body Works and he couldn't even, you were so not important to him that he couldn't even gather $30, and you know they be having them deals. You know they be on sale. He didn't even go and check bare minimum stuff. But people are going to do whatever they want. And that's just what it is. Don't let no man tell you, or woman, vice versa, flip the gender, try to tell you, oh, I'm not really into like gifts or going on dates. Don't get me started on dates. Dates? How are you involved with a guy and he hasn't even took you out? Sis, the park is free. He could have done a whole picnic. He could have took you to an arcade. He could have took you to a museum. Like, come on. Why are you involving yourself with someone who's obviously struggling financially, right? And I'm not saying, oh, you got to have it like that to mess with me. You got to have that bag. You got to have that bag. It's not like that. It's the fact that you're so caught up with whatever you got going on that you can't even plan a simple date. Even if it's taking me to a restaurant I told you I wanted to try, or you, because we're talking about you, women, or vice versa, So they can't even do basic stuff. Yet here you are, bending over backwards for this person, giving this person your body, letting this person into your world, disrupt your peace, and piss you off, and you're getting what in return? At the end of the day, you need to understand that forget all of that being humble stuff. You are the prize. I do not care. And men, you can feel that same way and tell women, hey, it's my way or the highway. And women, you can do the same exact thing. It's my way or the highway. Because if you can't even do basic, bare minimum things, what are you here for? What are we doing? Why are we talking? Why are you wasting my time? How are you adding value to my life? You're not. And that is the problem. Know your worth and understand that you can't control what people do. Stop trying to make them agree to your expectations and how you think and how you want things to be. If people don't naturally, organically mess with your expectations, like mutually, cut them off, because I promise you're going to save a lot of time in the future. It's your boy Lux. I'm out.